Welcome to PSM Perfect Solution for Math. I am your tutor Sumant PF. Today we are going to learn the class 10th mathematics very important question on arithmetic progression which may be asked for 4 mark question. So what is that question is? The question is if m times the mth term of an AP is equals to n times the nth term and m is not equals to n, show that m plus nth term is 0. This is a question you have to solve. Here the statement what they have given, it will confuse you because m they have given, mth term they have given, n they have given and they have given nth term and several things we have in this statement, only one small statement. So let us solve this very easily, how we can get the final answer. Coming to the question, here the question is if m times the mth term, okay, they have given m times the mth term, so there are two APs here. One is m times the mth term and second one is equals to the n times the nth term, means there are two APs they have given. And what you have to prove? What you have to prove is here, show that means you have to prove that m plus nth term is 0. This is the thing we have to prove, but they have given the two things. First one is here AP, that is m times the mth term of an AP. Second one is equals to n times the nth term. So these are the two things they have given, and one more is they have given is m is not equals to n. So what they have given, we will write down that first. So the given thing is m times the mth term. Mth term means what? Mth term means am. Understood? So I have already told th when you are going to have, in my previous video I am telling that if you have th on any one of the term, that is m or 2 or 3, like this we have th, nd or rd, then it is nothing but what? An. If you have directly m terms, the first m terms you may have here m, th you don't have also, so that is nothing but sm. So this is the, you can differentiate whether it is a an or whether it is a sn or what. So here the thing is given is am. So only not am, they have already given that m times. M times means m into am is equals to n times, means n into n times nth term. Nth term is nothing but an. So the given thing is nothing but m into am is equals to n into an. What we have to prove? Now we have to prove over here, that is m plus nth term means nothing but, you have to prove m plus n. See, they have given m plus nth term means this in position of an, that is an is the general form of we are writing nth term. So here instead of n you have to write what? M plus n. Understood? So m plus n is equals to, how much we have to prove? That is nothing but 0 we have to prove. This is to prove now. Okay, to prove. You can write down or show that you can write down. So the given is over here, given. And to prove over here, just you can check it out. Now using the given, we have to prove what they have told you to prove. So how to solve this? See, one thing I will clearly write down, that what you have to prove, no, just I will modify it. So what is m plus n? That is we know that an formula is, an is nothing but what? A plus n minus 1 into d. It is a an formula. So instead of n, what we have over here, that is nothing but m plus n. So instead of only n, we have m plus n. Means where we can find the n, no, in this formula, there we have to substitute m plus n. That is the only one thing. So a as it is. Instead of n, what I have to write now? Because in position of n, what we have? M plus n. So I have to write m plus n minus 1. That minus 1 I have written as it is into d. So understood? Instead of n, they have given m plus n. So I have to substitute in place of n, I have to substitute m plus n. That's all. So that we have to prove now. We have to prove is nothing but, they have told you to prove m plus n is equal to 0. But I will write down m plus n is nothing but, what is that? Just now we have written that a plus m plus n minus 1 into d is equals to 0. Any one we have to prove, this or this. Okay, so this one we have to prove, so I will write down here like this. We have written in a box over there. So now we will going back to this given thing. So here m as it is, we will write down m as it is. Next we have am. Am is nothing but what? Again you have to go back to this one. An formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Instead of n, what we have? Instead of n we have m. So am is equal to a plus, instead of n I have to write m minus 1 into d. Yes, similar thing I will write down here. A plus, instead of n we have m, so m minus 1 into d is equals to n as it is. What is an? An formula you know already, that you can write on into, or you can write this one in a bracket. Here I will put the bracket. Here also a plus n minus 1 into d. What is the symbol they have given? That symbol only we have to use. Here they have used m, so I have written here m. Here they have used n, so I have written here n. That's all. Now we will multiply. This m have to multiply. See this m, what we have, that have to multiply for everything. A also, m also, minus 1d also, like this way. We have to multiply everywhere. So I will multiply that. So one more step I will write down, because directly if I write, some of you will not get understand. So a as it is, this, see this d also we have on the inside, that d also have to multiply for this m also, and minus 1 also, because it is also bracket. So plus as it is, so plus as it is, d into m is md, d into minus 1 is what? Minus d. Similarly is equals to n into a as it is, this d I have to multiply for both, plus nd also, you can see nd we have, and here we have minus 1 into d is minus d. So again calculation. Now this m, now it is easy for you to multiply. This m I have to multiply for what? All the 3 here, and n also for all the 3. So let us multiply that. M into a is am, not am, a into m, understood? So next m into m is m square into d, understood? Now m into minus d is minus md, or you can write down d into m, is equals to n into a, you can write down an or n into a. So a into n I can write down, here I will put into also. So a into n plus n into n is n square, and d we have minus this n with the minus d, so minus dn. Remember here this is a into m, here a into m, a into n, understood? So now it is not a AP term. Now we have to bring it the everything one side. This all what we have on the right hand side, that everything I will bring to the left hand side. What will happen? am I will write down as it is. So here also an we have. If we bring this an on the left hand side, what will happen? Here we have plus actually, so it will become minus an, a into n. Next here we have m square d, so m square d I will write down as it is. So again here you can see, here we have n square d, yes, so that is plus. So when we will bring this side, it will become minus n square d. Now lastly we have minus d into m. So here you have minus dn, that if we will bring on the left hand side, it will become plus dn. What is left on the right hand side? Nothing we have, that is equal to 0. So next is to group this. We have to group this in terms of 2. See here we have a, here also we have a, so I will group this 2. Understood? So now again here you can see m square d we have, n square d we have, we will group. Here we have m and n. Okay, that is dd is common. Here also dd is common, but here we have in terms of square, here in terms of ones. So we will group that. So what is the common in this 2? Common is a. What is left? M minus n. Here what is common? D is common. So I can take the d common. Inside is left is m square minus n square. Here what is common in this 2? D is common once again, but minus d is common. So both the side we have, here we have m, negative d I have taken common. So here positive d we have, but I have taken the negative outside. Here you can see negative outside. What will remain inside? That is negative only. Understand this, huh? If you will take negative outside, the positive will turns into negative, because negative into negative is positive. Now the next important thing, a m minus n I will write down as it is. I will not make any change in it. Here what I will take common is this d I will take common. See, here we have d, here also we have d. Yes, that d I will take it common. So here is left is, I will take a big bracket, m square minus n square minus here what we have taken the d common, so remaining is 1 over here, that is equals to m minus n is equals to 0. What I have taken common here? D I have taken common, this d and this d I have taken common, minus remains here, already taken outside, so remaining is what? 1, because 1 into d is minus d. Coming to the next, we have to write down that a into m minus n we have as it is, we have to write. D also we have to write as it is, but what we have over here is m square. See here, m square minus n square. M square minus n square, it is in a form of what? M square minus n square, it is in a form of a square minus b square. What is a square minus b square? It is nothing but a plus b into a minus b identity we know. In place of a square we have m square, in place of b square we have n square. So it is nothing but m plus n into m minus n. That we will write it down inside. So I will write down here m plus n into m minus n. See, this is very important. Here you have to understand clearly. So what we have taken, that you have to remember, because here if you will not split this in terms of identities, so you are not going to get the final answer. So next one is minus 1 into m minus n as it is equals to 0. So this is the thing we found. So now again just how to glance over here. This is the first part is similar. First part will not be changed, that is a into m minus n as it is, there will be no change, plus d also there will be no change. Now we will go inside that bracket. Here you can see m minus n we have, that is two terms, this is one term, this is one term. Here m minus n we have, and here also we have m minus n, both are into. So we can take that m minus n what? M minus n common. So I will write down that m minus n common into, inside the bracket what is left? That is nothing but m plus n. M plus n is left inside, and here what is left? M minus n already taken is outside, so left is minus 1. That's all. That is equals to 0. I am changing the ink because you have to remember, you have to understand why I have changed that ink. I have to change that ink because you have to understand that m minus n I have taken common. That is the key part in that. Now again one more time. See here, now we have taken the common. This is the thing, one term now. This is whole thing is a one term, because everywhere into. Here we have into, here we have into, and these two are inside the bracket. There will not make any change in that. So here again we have into. So I can take again what? Common. Within one step we can take common. This step is no need actually, but I have written because how that m minus 1 will be taken outside, have to understand. That purpose I have written this statement, this one step. Otherwise directly you can move on to the next step. So here next step is nothing but, here we have minus 1 and here also m minus n. These two are different terms. Okay, so here m minus n, here m minus n. I can take that m minus n what? Common outside the bracket, whole. What is that here? What is the left thing over here is a, plus we have, because m minus n already taken outside, so d we have, that d I will write down here, and this this inside what we have, that I have to write as it is, m plus n minus 1. Okay, so here bracket we can neglect, this bracket we can neglect because here we have in, that is minus 1. so into we don't have, so directly we can neglect that bracket and we can write down m plus n minus 1, that is equal to 0. Now what I will do is rearranging this m minus n what we have, that we will write down as it is. Afterwards we will shift that. So here a we have a, I will write down as it is, plus I will write down as it is. Now m plus n minus 1 I will write down first, then I will write down d, that is equal to 0. We can change that because here you have into, so I can write down d afterward. Outside the bracket only I have written, but I have written after this m plus n minus 1 into d. Now this thing is we have to shift m minus 1 to the other side. Here we have into, what will happen if we have into? So it will divide, yes. So here we left is a plus m plus n minus 1 into d is equals to 0. We have shift m minus n on the other side, so it will divide, that is into, so it will become 0 divided by m minus n, that is equal to 0 by m minus 1 is nothing but what? 0. So here is left is m plus n minus 1 into d. So this one I will take as equation 2. Then you may ask, so where you have written the equation 1? Yes, that is the question you may have. So I will tell you that equation 1 is nothing but what you have to prove. See this, what you have to prove. We have to prove that a m plus n is equal to 0. That a m plus n, we have reduced it to a plus m plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0. We have reduced equation 1 and equation 2. If you will compare it correctly, both the equations are what? Same, which means that a plus m plus n minus 1 into d is nothing but what? A in a of m plus n term, means this term is nothing but what? That is nothing but, finally we can write down a of m plus n is equal to 0 by equation 1 and 2, because what you have to prove already proved. See, a plus m plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 0, that only they have told you to prove, but actually they have told you to prove a of m plus nth term, and that a of m plus nth term is nothing but this only, a plus m plus n minus 1 into d, that we have proved as 0. That is our final answer. So whenever the questions will come like this way, we have to simplify, we have to see how it is easy to reduce it. Here we got one thing, that is the identity we have to use over here. That identity we have used, that is a square minus b square form. That is most important because that is the key part of this question. If you don't know that key part, we can't. And directly we can't prove that a of m plus n is equal to 0, because we have to understand what is that a of m plus n is. That is nothing but a plus m plus n minus 1 into d. This is all about today's video. It is most important question in examination about the AP. This is also 4 marks question. So once again you have to go through this. If you have any doubt in this, you can write it in a comment section. For my previous videos on the important questions on arithmetic, you can refer in the description. That's all for today's video. Please support my channel, that is PSM Perfect Solution for Maths. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Till then, take care.